Hey y'all, what's up? Your girl G here. I know it's been a long time coming. I said I was gonna come to you guys yesterday, but I thought I hit the download button on the video and I didn't. So yeah, I'm here re-recording it and I'm gonna talk to you guys about Real Housewives of Potomac. I know I'm super far behind. I've been out of town playing auntie, babysitting my niece and nephew while my sister's out in Colorado. So it's been a little busy. So I'm just gonna try to hurry up and talk to you guys about Real Housewives of Potomac before this baby started crying again, and I gotta be back on it. Okay. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm sorry that it took so long. I appreciate you guys and y'all's love, always being with me, being patient. I'm gonna be back home after this weekend, so then we'll finally be able to get back to our regularly televised program. Okay, back to our regular schedule. So Real Housewives of Potomac, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. This episode was kind of more like a filler episode. It didn't really give us too much, just a little touch of something. So we open up with Candace doing her vocal runs with her dude Cliff. Hey, shh, get down, Ivy. Ivy, down. Ivy, get down. I'm sorry, y'all. My puppy back here trying to escape. So Candace is talking about how her man Cliff always been there for her, and when she's feeling down, he's the person that we go to. La-di-da, it's the same person that she claimed, oh, she's having such a hard time, I gotta put post-its everywhere. It was that dude that I guess does her vocal stuff. So I'm sorry y'all for hearing my puppy in the back whining. She's so bad, want to get out and run around. It ain't happening. Ivy, hey, hush, down, get down and be quiet. Get out and be quiet. Woo. Okay, I'm back. So after we see that, we see Wendy talking to her sons. Y'all, her sons are so freaking crazy. Like, I know they're gonna drive her up a wall when they get older, but I just found it quite interesting, when she was talking to her sons about being are you a leader or a follower? And I'm like, on some parts, yeah, Wendy could be viewed as a leader, but if we want to keep it real, it kind of seems like she's doing what every newcomer does on this show, which is follow the leader, aka Gizelle, followed by her little scissor buddy Robin, and then whoever tags along. It kind of seems like Wendy is following the trend of the Green-Eyed Bandits. When you come on the show, that's who you join and align with, and whatever they say goes. It just kind of feels like she's following them. So I just kind of find that real ironic looking at that. So after that, we see Ashley go to therapy because she's got some stuff to work through. Obviously, being with a man who can't keep his dick in his pants, who's out there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, sticking his peen in a little bit of vagina, and then on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, when he feel like he want to switch it up, he booty biting. So, obviously, she got a lot of stuff to deal with. But she's talking more about Dean this time, about how, oh Lord, y'all, my hair is a hot ass mess. I can't wait for my sister to get back so she can do this shite, because it is bad. But nonetheless, she's talking about how she kind of feels like an object, she doesn't feel like herself, and a lot of moms feel like that. Once you kind of have this baby, it's like, dang, I'm on a schedule, gotta wake up, feed the baby, give him my pop a titty in the mouth, then I'm supposed to not only on top of that, get back comfortable with my body, I'm still peeing every time I laugh or sneeze. I got dribble coming out, and then on top of that, I got a husband who, when he come home, is gonna expect me to bust a full split on the dick, and I can't, bust it wide open, tell him bring it back. When he get home, I'm just not in the mood. And especially with Michael, he just looks like the type of person that you don't want to get in the mood for. First of all, his old raisin back ass, he ain't cute. I'm sorry. I don't know what you see attractive about that man. Secondly, he stayed cheating, so I'm not going to be attracted to somebody who stayed cheating on me. I'm not even going to look at you with your dirty dick ass. And then, 3, he's not helping the situation by kind of making it seem like it's all Ashley's fault, where they're all at. But, the therapist is telling her, she's going through something what most moms go through, and she's just trying to get back to herself. And so they kind of throw in, oh, you should go on a trip. And it's like, okay, I guess that's gonna be the segue to the cash trip. So she's like, I love traveling. I used to do what I do, but I need to go do that again. So that's gonna get played into the episode. So after that, we see Karen go visit the two green-eyed bandits, and Karen is on go. She TTG. She's like, look, I know how this goes. When it's them two together, I already know I gotta come in with a wall up. It's about to be some straight up BS. And that's what it was. So Karen came in. Look, Karen this season, y'all, we cannot lie that Karen has been the real true OG this season. She is keeping it real. So she goes in, it starts all cordial and stuff, you know, then they get to how everybody's doing, and then Karen brought up to Robin about her tax issues, like real slight base. You know, Robin, I don't want to believe it, but you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna believe it till you say anything. So Robin's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. And of course Karen's like, huh, well, looky there, looky, here come Cookie. All that shit talking you was doing back in the day. And karma's a bitch, y'all. That's why you can't be laughing at people's situations. Cause life like that will switch on you. Now here it is, Robin owed a damn IRS $90,000. And Karen had the same tax issues back in the day. But I think it was good that Karen didn't really go in on her, because we saw how Giselle went in on Karen last time with the Uncle Ben t-shirt, with the, you know, tax reform t-shirt, and it wasn't the greatest thing. Like, Giselle always trying to kind of treats Karen like, oh, that's my friend, but always backstabs her in a way. And it's like, everybody knows how Giselle acts. So the fact that Karen can already catch that is obviously indicative of their friendship. So Robin kind of tried to slide past that, but Giselle reminded her, took a little jab when she's like, oh, your little brand embezzled. And it's like, girl, that little, like, how you gonna talk about embezzled? Like, oh Lord, IRS after robbing $90,000. Juan, is he gonna want to get back with you after that? Like, the madness, I tell you. So speaking of embezzled, so we all know that Robin has her new little hat line embellished, and she wants to have the girls model for her. So she's going to have all the girls come. And speaking of all the girls, you know, coming to do the photo shoot, obviously the conversation of, you know, the whole Monique thing, then Wendy, because Giselle heard from Wendy about Karen getting drunk and basically exposing how she paid for all of her husband's tax issues. She's like, got drunk and spilled all the tea, talking about, oh, I paid off all his tax stuff. I took half of my money, bailed him out. And
who got drunk? What's up with you?
Y'all, here's my brother. He trying to interrupt my video. Y'all can't really see him, but
I'm like the wizard character from Penny Proud.
Anyways, yeah, that's Triple OG Preston. Y'all gonna see him in some of my other videos. But yeah, so just
what video?
This is my YouTube video. Yeah, so Giselle was talking about Ray and how how Wendy told her that Karen had paid off all her husband's tax issues. And it's like, I don't think after all of us listened to how Karen said it, Karen wasn't really meaning, oh, I want my money back. When she was like, you know, oh, dang, I want all my damn money back. And it's like, she wasn't saying it as in like, oh, literally Ray needs to cut the check. It was, I think all Karen was really wanting was that recognition, like that she asked for in the life coach session that they had. She just wanted him to recognize that she soldiered up, as Karen put it, and was like there to bail you out, which is what they claim all good husbands do. Good wives do. They are there. There go my nephew right in the back. Y'all see him. See, I'm dealing with busy, okay? So for Karen to sit there and get drunk, Giselle's trying to use that as like, oh, there's probably so much going on in her life and I want to check on my friend. How many of y'all really believe Giselle is interested in Karen because she genuinely want to know how she's doing? Like, nobody believes that. because every time Giselle in the past has had an opportunity to be there for Karen, she's throwing the shit like right back in her face. So how do you be vulnerable with somebody that's always throwing it back in your face? So should you wait to do those? No, go ahead and put it up. Sorry, y'all, I'm in the midst of doing all this and at the hills. All right, so we were talking about yeah, so how do you guys feel about Giselle coming to Karen and acting concerned? Do y'all believe it? Do y'all feel like she genuinely wants to know, or is she just trying to come over there and get the tea so she can spread it however she wants to spread it? I generally just do not believe Giselle like cares for Karen like that at all. I just don't. Yeah, the applesauce goes in the refrigerator. Sorry, y'all, we sitting here putting up groceries. So, so then now Giselle kind of slides in about how Wendy felt some type of way about Karen. So Karen was telling her, like, shoot, Wendy and her little PhD, so she a doctor or what? Like, you know how Giselle is. Like, Giselle, like, the way she stirs the pot, lights a match, and walks away like she didn't just cause all this hell to happen, really just is, like, confusing as all get out. So, and all the ladies let her get away with it because they're so focused on the mess that they forget that Giselle was the one who started it. So she gets to sit on the sideline and watch all of the mess happen like she didn't just do anything. So here she is playing broken telephone again, and Karen caught it in her confessional. She's like, I'm going to give Wendy a break because I know how Giselle is. And the fact that she's coming for, you know, me, lets me know that something going wrong in her relationship with Jamal. Now, we all know that's a fake ass relationship with her and Jamal. Like, the way they didn't even kiss when they got out of the airport when she dropped him off. If you drop your nigga off, you know you're not getting ready to see him in a week. Like, chances are, like, you're macking your man down at the airport and you don't care who's looking. And the fact that it wasn't like that, like, it was such a friend vibe. So nobody believes that relationship with Jamal. But apparently the tea is Jamal got another baby on the way, so he just can't help but keep his little pool pit to himself. He loves spreading them holy juices around to his congregation. Now he got caught up again. So now Karen was like, oh, let me tell you what happened with Wendy. She slithered on down there when I was talking to Karen, and she got up and started walking, and Robin was just sitting there laughing. Like, both Robin and Giselle were just sitting there laughing. And it's like, they're gonna go back and tell Wendy this. And do y'all think, like, when Wendy was telling Giselle about Karen, like, she was doing it maliciously? I personally just think it was kind of like explaining what the night happened. I don't think she was really trying to, like, gossip. But the way Giselle turns it around obviously turns it into the rumor mill. Like, everything Giselle touches, it just burns up. I just can't stand it. I can't stand her. The way Robin follows her. Honestly, they could get rid of Robin next season because her in this storyline with Juan is getting old. Like, you've been waiting on this man 6 years. He's been traveling around the world in and he still gets to come home, have relations with you. You raise his sons, you cook and clean for him, and he doesn't have to marry you after y'all have already been together for 6 years. Like, who waits and does that? I just don't get it. But after that, we see Candace go see old Chucky D, and her song, y'all, of all the Real Housewives songs, Candace's for sure is number one. Like, for sure. Like, it's actually legitimately, like, a good song. So Chuck is telling her, look, I want to sign you. And she starts crying, talking about how when she was younger, she was in a girl group, and after the parents saw the contract, they said, we ain't doing this. And it probably was for the betterment of good, because when there are newcomers in the industry and they sign you, it's going to be a BS contract. So I hope with this, you know, newfound celebrity of her music and stuff like that with this song, because it's a really good song. It's got a good 90s vibe to it, which is my era. Like, I love that era of music. So I think it'll do well. Boy, I tell you, this boy is so annoying, my brother. He just be acting plumb full. Here behind me, right there. I'm doing two things at once. So yeah, so Candace sits there crying, and she's just happy that something is going right in her life amidst the drama with Monique. So we get to Ashley to Giselle's dilapidated cabin. She brings Dean, his little old face behind. Y'all, it ain't no reason why Dean is 6 months and look like a grown-ass man in the face. Like, I don't get it. But she ends up going to see Giselle. And she was like, oh yeah, the last time I came in here, it was condemns. The cabin looked a hot mess, and it's like a hodgepodge inside. I don't know what kind of theme she's going for. I think I saw a zebra rug or a chair in there somewhere. Like, it was a lot. Like, Giselle does not know where it's. She got ADHD fashion. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So she's talking. Ashley and her are talking, and she's telling Giselle that she's ready to go on a trip, and of course wants the girls to go. And obviously Monique ain't going. Giselle said, ain't gonna happen. I'm not hanging around Monique because she did it to herself. I don't want to be around her. She's not somebody I can be around. And it's really bothering me that they're kind of making this notion that Monique is just dangerous every time you see her. Like, you can't even be around her or she's gonna slap a bitch. And it's like, that's not how it's been. Like, Monique has, yes, been in situations, but it's always been with somebody who has equally agitated the situation. But Giselle's obviously using as this moment to finally get rid of Monique, because we all know she's been jelly of her since the day she said she got 4 houses. Like, it's just what it is. So she like, I ain't going, and clearly Robin ain't gonna go if Giselle don't go, because she constantly stay up her behind. And then Candace clearly isn't gonna go, and then if Candace don't go, Wendy ain't going. So it's like, well, I guess Monique do gotta stay home then. So that's what they decide. So we finally get to Robin's event for Embellished. Polo Giselle, Polo Tink Tink. Who's gonna start styling her? Who's gonna start doing it? Okay, can we do a GoFundMe for Giselle or something like that so we can figure this shit out? But they end up getting there. Karen looked good. They had a girl there, and they was like, Ashley Kim was like, "Isn't that freaking Katie? Y'all, where Katie at? What's been going on with Katie? Her little crazy ass with that bad wig she had on last time. It was bad." But they get there. They start doing the photo shoot. I'm not gonna lie, some of the house was cute. You know, it was a little something. Robin, you need to stick with it, because $90,000 is a lot. Make sure you do your taxes right this time. I don't know how you fucked up the first time and then figured out how to do that after. Like, and then when she was talking to Karen, she gonna hit her with the, oh, you know, I can't talk about it right now. You know, it's legal stuff. And it's like, huh? When Karen said that, you said it was a whole bunch of BS. Now look how the tables have turned. Like, it's just so funny how life works. Robin, really, this was like your smack in the face. Like, with how hypocritical you and Giselle are. But they end up doing the photo shoot. Candace comes in. Candace looks so gorgeous. She be having her good makeup. I don't really mess with Candace like that, but I will say, like, her makeup and her hair, like, she be doing it. So they get done, they're sitting down, and Ashley introduces the trip with the flag. And they're like, where we going? And didn't nobody know besides Wendy. She said, it's because of soccer. So she's like, we're going to Portugal. So Wendy's like, well, before we go to Portugal, like, let's go ahead and get everything cleared out so the trip ain't effed up. And then Ashley, her little side remark, I'm like, girl, Monique's supposed to be your friend, bitch. She's like, oh, don't worry, Monique's not coming, so y'all don't have to sleep with one eye open. Like, if Monique watched this shit back, like, I would feel some type of way about that, because now you're just only perpetuating what they feel about me, which is, oh, this heifer gonna stab me in my sleep, which is totally not the situation. So Wendy's like, Karen, and Karen was like, she's like, oh my God, I just knew this was gonna happen. So she's like, Karen, you know, I've heard you felt some type of way about me, mocking me, talking about, oh, I'm not really a doctor with my PhDs, the doctor of what? And she kept going, and Karen was like, you gonna let me talk? Like, am I gonna talk? And she's like, no. If you talking about, oh, you support black women, you're behind black women, how about a black woman getting 4 PhDs? That's something you should be able to get behind. I am educated, and I don't be throwing that in people's face. Did you see the look on everybody's face when she said that? Everybody was like, and they did the flashbacks 3 times already. Wendy, you talked about your 4 PhDs. Girl, quit playing. You throw that shit in everybody's face. And the fact that that's the only thing that you can throw people's face lets me know something too. Like, you put your life into getting these 4 PhDs just to be able to say you got 4 PhDs, or for your mom to be able to say you got 4 PhDs. You got them, but are you happy with them though? Like, you got them, but just to make your mom, like, your mom to have a status. So now you wasted your life on these 4 PhDs when you could have been out there traveling, doing a whole bunch of stuff with your life that you missed out on. But Karen finally rebutted and was like, look, like, Wendy, you know, I'm gonna let you know sometimes when stuff gets back to you, obviously when you were talking to Giselle, they you know, come back and put a little funk on it, which is what they do all the time. Giselle has a way of turning the tone of a conversation and add that little extra on top of it that's really just, it just really vibes into the messy stuff that she does. Always that broken telephone game. Like, that's just what it is. You can't tell Giselle shit. So Wendy's like, so when just Karen clapped back, Karen's clap back this season has been on point. The way she clapped back at Candace, on point, and the way she clapped back at Wendy was on point. Talking about, look, I ain't got no problem with 4 PhDs, but you know what? Anybody can be educated and they can get all these doctorates and degrees and stuff and still be stupid and still be ignorant, and which is true. It's a lot of people who are book smart, but common sense and just street smart and just everyday life smarts, they is dumb as all hell. You got all these book smarts, but you still dumb. Make it make sense. And so Karen tells her, my mom growing up told me the same thing. Common sense is a saving grace. She said, and I'm an entrepreneur and I still got a businesswoman. I got everything that I need to make myself succeed. And then what? Shoot, Ashley was like, okay then, Karen. Because you don't need no degrees to have a business and be an entrepreneur. Half the billionaires in this country don't even have any type of college experience. Okay? So yeah, bitch, you got your little 4 PhDs, but that's all you got. And where's your business at? Karen done grew goddamn LaDon Fragrance, and it's in Bloomingdale's, bitch. Shoot, she beat out Giselle with her Every Hue Beauty. That website is down. Leave it up to Karen to point that shit out. But now they got LaDon Fragrance, and she done built her little empire that bailed her husband out of something. What you got, Wendy? You got 4 degrees, and then what? And then what, Wendy? So she tell, look, I don't need none of that, okay? And she's like, oh, you talking about how I walked? And she's like, this is how you slithered in. She's like, bitch, I sauntered. And so Giselle, the way Giselle did it at first, obviously she was trying to be too much. And then Robin fixed it, was like, really did it how she did when she went through like this. And then when they do the playback, why did Wendy really low-key walk down the stairs like that? So then all the girls joined in. And then Wendy started laughing. She's like, ha ha, ha ha. Okay, bitch, we gonna saunter all the way to Portugal. Saunter your behind on to Portugal. And they all were just kind of laughing at it. And that's where the episode ended. So obviously, oh no, it ended with Candace being pissed off that Monique did a countersuit in regards to the fight. And the way Candace is throwing around this hood rat ass bitch, oh, she's nothing but lowbrow. Like, Candace, if we want to be real, like, if you want to make it seem like that, you have an act of trying to be hood, trying to be down type attitude when you get into these situations. And people who come from that country club background always do want to act as if they are a part of, you know, the crew. And she acts all hard and stuff like that. So she's a hood rat. Why? Okay? She's, you know, low grade. Why? Candace, like, Chris was sitting there like, Candace, like, what you expect? We knew she was gonna happen. She's like, this is stupid. She's listening to her low hood rat ass friends, her slow lawyer. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I can't believe she's even doing this. Like, you're the one who hit me. And it's like, Monique was like, bitch, it was 2 of us in that fight. And here we are. But the judge, we know the judge threw it out. So the fact that the judge threw it out, like, it should have ended right there, if you ask me. It should have ended right there. But she was going off. I just do not feel comfortable with how Candace is throwing that hood right around. Because it's like, oh, that's how you really feel about your kind? Okay. But your mama, is she a hood rat when she hit you in the face with that purse, huh? Is your mama a hood rat then too? Because your mama laid hands on you, Candace. But you want to talk about, oh, she lowbrow and stuff like that. Girl, miss me with that. Chris had to calm her down. Chris, you can tell Chris, I'm glad he around Candace, because she just too, it's just so much sometimes. But what did you expect her to do? She gonna defend herself, girl. She ain't just gonna ready to sit there and go to jail. And Monique, I love you, girl, but don't be doing, oh, she's gonna make me, they could have arrested me in front of my kids. It's like, Monique, you was supposed to think of that. It ain't her job to think about what your kids is. That's you. Okay? So that's the part I'm gonna get on you with on that. But other than that, girl, you better countersuit and don't let Candace take you down. Cause like you said, it was two of us in that. Okay? And that's the way the judge saw it too. But yeah, so that's where the episode ended. I was sorry I'm late on this, you guys. I'm gonna try to catch up on the other videos as well. And y'all drop down in the comments your birthday so I can do the rest of the birthday shout outs. Okay? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna catch all you guys later. Deuces.